अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन, इस वक्त मैं चीन के दारुल हुकूमत बीजिंग में मौजूद हूँ, जहाँ दो सेशंस हो रहे हैं। ये सेशन चीन की तारीख़ के अतबार से इंतहाई अहमियत के हामिल हैं और इस वजह से भी इन दो सेशंस की बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंस है कि इसमें चाइना हर 5 साल के प्लान का जायज़ा लेता है कि पिछले 5 साल में क्या पाया और अगले 5 साल में क्या हासिल करना है। दिस इज़ बेसिकली द बेसिक ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ दीज टू सेशंस to discuss the 5-year plans. So today we have a very important guest with us, Mr. Shen. He's from he's a Chinese expert, and he will brief us about the objective of these two sessions. And of course, we will try to ask many important questions as the region is facing some turbulence. And Mr. Shen is one of the I think renowned expert in China who can give us his opinion on the recent situation, and of course we will discuss him about these two sessions. Sir, thank you very much for your time. First of all, I want to know for my viewers, could you precisely brief about the objective of these two sessions?
I think for this year's two sessions is quite important because this is the starting year of the China's 15th five-year plan, because for every 5 years China will have a new plan to set a basic tone for this political, economic and social transformation in the next 5 years. And I think for the next 5-year plan, as we can see from last year's Central Economic Conference, the keywords will be the future industries. So what are the future industries? Like the AI, human rights, robotics, and also all these kind of leading industries to lead global innovation and to upgrade the country's whole industrial chain and to increase the capacity to tackle all these challenges during the social transformation and the industrialization and modernization, and also to bring benefits to the people. Not only here in China but also around the world, because China has said we would like to open more markets to the world and to have more market access to the high quality products from around the world, because China is the world's second largest importer of goods, and that has generated a lot of opportunities for many of the global investors and also traders. So I think, as the National People's Congress press conference has said, China would like to open more markets and China would like to enhance this consumption-driven economy. So that will give us a lot of opportunities.
There was one very impressive aspect of this press conference that we hear again and again, that you are not only giving the future plan but also having a look on the past 5-year plan. So what do you think, if any timeline set in China for the next 5 years, if and due to any reason, if some institution in China could not meet that, so then what's for that institution? Because I heard again and again that they also have an eye on all past 5 years as well. So can you just tell my audience and viewers that what if in case, I know it's not happening here in China, but if in case, then what's the you can say strategy to mitigate that shortfall or like that?
I think for China's political and economic development, especially in terms of the 5-year plan, we set the plan and we do the gradually upgrades during the implementation part. So that is the core of the success behind this 5-year plan mode. And we can see for the past 5-year plan, that is the 14th 5-year plan, China has made its economy top again, and it's make China is more resilient, especially when facing the tariff threats emitted from the US.
So I mean, and you also, I think I just want to make it clear that there is no chance in China that once you set a target and you did not achieve it, there is no chance?
Because when you do this kind of target, it's not just come into your mind just by okay, I got the target. No, it's through the due diligence research, and that's why we have the CPPCC and the NPC. That is for these two sessions we have the representatives, and also we have the delegates to collect all these kind of opinions, and that is also kind of China's democracy, and to gather all these opinions before you set this kind of
and
target.
of course, you are here in China. NPC and CPPCC both are setting the targets as per the feasible plan, and after doing a lot of homework, after getting a lot of recommendations, and then they are making the plan.
So let's make it as the mechanism, because for the National People's Congress, the NPC, that is the top body, and we have the local two sessions. So they bring the local plan to the upper level, and to have the more due diligence, and then all this will come to the government's work reports. So before the government's work report was released, so everything was already go through check and through all these kind of developments. So that is the key.
You mean once the plan is approved, then it will be...
We already have this scientific research and study, and before everything got approved. So it is to collect all these opinions, and then we go to...
Okay, other than domestic and national development, just last question. What do you think in the turbulent region now, what's happening, US and Israel on the aggression in the region, and maybe they want to change the dynamics of the region politically and militarily and by other means. So what do you think? China is an important player in the region, not only in the region but in the world, and China is a hope for many nations. So what do you think, what could be expected role of China in coming days, and in these two sessions, is there any possibility to discussion on this very important factor, that how China can play pivotal role to mitigate the security challenges in the region and in the globe?
I think now the world is facing a quite risk to back to the jungle of the law. So the jungle rule. It's not the so-called the Western international rule-based world. That has already died. Just like Canadian Prime Minister said at this year's Davos, the international society is facing quite risks. And for China's role, I think China has provided the certainty in this turbulent world. What is certainty? Because China promotes peace. China promotes not to use this force, to abide the UN Charter, to not violate the country's sovereignty. As I post on my Twitter, of course, for some Western worlds, they don't like the governments in Tehran, but this military strike or military operation by the US and Israel against Iran is totally violates the UN Charter.
Similarly, what happened with the Venezuela president? He was kidnapped from home.
Yeah. So that is clearly a violation of the UN Charter, and also the basic principle of international law, that a sovereign country should be protected by this law. If we can legitimize this kind of a military operation or invasion, who will be the next victim? How could those other small and medium-sized countries survive in this war?
Yes.
And
last question related to that. So what do you think in the current era, what kind of bilateral ties should need more focus between Pakistan and China? Which sector should be more focused?
I think for the economic development, because we see all this kind of economic and political turbulence in today's world. One of the root cause is the not good economic development. So that is the foundation. Actually, from Chinese philosophy, development is always the foundation. And you have the security environment, and then you have the sound development, and that will go to the right circle.
Thank you very much, viewers. We had a great conversation with the great man, Shen, the Chinese expert, categorically told us two things. The first one is these two sessions will, of course, bring more prosperity, more development, more advancement in technology and other field in China and the regional countries. And secondly, he categorically condemned the U.S. and Israel strikes on Iran and, of course, on Venezuela and other part of the world where the aggression is on the peak. And he gave a hope to the audience that China will play a pivotal role for the sustainable and long-term peace in the region and in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you.